wild, the bear is the king. Its presence commands respect, its steps echo purpose, and its breath syncs with the rhythm of the earth. But it's the roar, raw, unyielding, unstoppable, that defines its reign. Okay, first impressions. The bike that they gave me is not exactly in the best condition, for sure. This is disappointing, to say the least. The brake lever is broken. Somebody must have dropped it. It's a test bike at the end of the day, so they might not be too big on repairs, although I would suggest them to do that, to repair these bikes and keep it, because this is your first impression, right? Your first impression should be good impression. It necessarily does not mean that RE is to blame for this. It could also be just the dealer. The pull is crazy. It is a little bit aggressive. It has that interceptor DNA in it, which makes it a little more aggressive. And that's how scramblers are, right? Scramblers are not supposed to be tame. They're supposed to be wild. This one seems quite wild, actually. See, it pulls well. Okay. The lack of traction control could be felt, because the moment I downshifted, my back wheel just skidded. I would prefer a bike that costs almost 5 lakhs to have traction control, but that's just me. It sounds beautiful. It sounds like a twin. It has that torquey sound to it. The gear ratio is quite tall because of the torque, of course. So it feels quite easily rideable, you know what I mean? Brakes are nice. Brakes are much better than my Scrambler 400X. Has a bite, but it's definitely made for the road, and it definitely has a stiffer suspension. It's more road spec than off-road, so it's not balanced. This is a very heavy motorcycle. It feels heavy, but only when it's stationary. When it actually starts to move, this seems quite nimble, actually. I'm quite impressed by it. This motorcycle is super tall. It's not made for people who are under, let's say, conventional riders. I'm not talking about seasoned riders, but conventional beginner riders who are under 5'8", I would say just look away, or get necessary training in riding bigger motorcycles and then try this, because there is a learning curve. You will feel underconfident and it's not really worth it. The suspension is extremely stiff. It'll break your back if you're not careful. I don't know what they did to the suspension. They should have kept it softer. Yeah, this doesn't cut it, man. This is not good. The suspension is absolutely horrendous. although they're using the Showa for the front, it's just fancy sounding. It's a fancy suspension, but the settings is all too hard. Too hard. इधर क्या है छोटू? हाँ?
आप मोटो ब्लॉक किधर क्या है? ये मतलब ब्लॉकर है।
किधर इधर क्या है आगे?
इधर क्या है?
मतलब इधर से रास्ता है क्या जाने को?
हाँ।
ये रास्ता
हाँ।
जा सकती है ना गाड़ी?
हाँ। सुनो ना अंकल, आप क्या वीडियो बनाते हो?
हाँ।
आपका चैनल का नाम क्या है?
चैनल का नाम है वियर्ड मैन राइड्स.
वियर्ड मैन राइड.
वियर्ड मैन.
वियर्ड मैन राइड.
वियर्ड मैन राइड्स.
वियर्ड मैन राइड.
हाँ. चल मैं इधर जा रहा हूँ. Let's see if this thing can do some off-road. Oh. It can. Let's try and listen to the exhaust note. There's only one exhaust to it. And yeah, that's quite nice for RE. They're doing things that they haven't done before, and that's quite interesting. And this, I love the small moniker here, that the logo of Bear is done beautifully. Quite lovely. So another thing that I sort of figured out about this motorcycle is not a lot of people are buying it. One, because of the price point, it's too expensive, and two, Royal Enfield is known for its thumper motorcycles, and this is not a thumper per se. This engine is quite aggressive, and by no means it's a thumper. I love the brakes though, they are quite responsive. This is how you set up brakes, Triumph. Learn from Ari. I don't know what you guys were smoking. Right now both my legs are burning. Now, Triumph has such good heat dissipation that I never had any issues per se, but this, oh man. Oh, the horn. So much better than Triumph, my god. It has a nice horn. Horngasm. Good horn. Oh, my back. Oh, fuck. That hurt. See, it's damn nimble, man. You don't have to worry about its weight to throw it around. It can handle any type of traffic. It can easily do that. Come on, buddy, go. And it's quite narrow as a motorcycle. See? Easy. I mean, like for cities and all, yeah, sure. This is not bad. This is not bad for the roads. I think you can take it around. And that's what we buy this for, right? If you are looking to go off-road, I would say don't even touch this. This is not made for off-road at all. Like, I know most of you will argue that scrambler is not supposed to be just off-road. I get it, but my Triumph can do off-road just fine. Like, I would rather say broken roads. I won't say off-road, but broken roads, yes. This thing can handle twisties really well. I am guessing, I haven't taken it to twisties, but I have a feel for it, and I think this can. But if you see too many broken roads, then this will break your back, unless you get some custom suspension on it. But why spend so much money after spending like 5 lakhs on this motorcycle? Might as well get the Himalayan, right? Am I satisfied with this motorcycle? Yes. I'm satisfied that it does almost everything that I expected it to do. It has an abundance of power. It has really good stance, and it is fun to ride. It's not boring. Alright, this is where everything ends. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. I love you all. Okay, that was too much. I like you all.